Alright, this is a video response to a message I received, an email. You took the time to write a very long message, so I thought it'd be good for me to reply back and not just ignore the message. But normally, I probably wouldn't even answer this type of message because it puts me, it's almost like digging a hole for myself, which I've done in the past. But he's asking me which one's better, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu versus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. First off, I'm the wrong person to ask because I don't study Jiu-Jitsu. I don't study the Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. I don't study the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I don't really know much about those styles. And I specialize in my own martial art expression. I can't even say that I'm an expert in Chinese martial art styles. I can't be. I could say that my background is Chinese, so I'm Chinese American. I have no link to the Japanese martial arts. And I can't even say that I'm representing the Chinese martial arts. All I can really say is that I'm representing my own way. So, if people are asking questions about what I do, then I can answer the question. And one of my biggest inspiration is Bruce Lee. So Bruce Lee's way, I could give interpretations of what I think he might have been trying to convey. But Japanese martial arts, I cannot comment. And if I do, I'm just digging myself in a hole. But I'll say this. I'm not drawn to the Japanese ways. I am not. Not that I'm being racist, but just simply, it's just not my liking. I don't feel the effectiveness for me. I'm not impressed. It just doesn't appeal to me. I'll liken it to like music. I don't like all hip-hop music. There's certain hip-hop artists that I'm drawn to. One of the hip-hop artists that I'm drawn to is Tupac. He's great to me. And other people appreciate him as well. But then there's other hip-hop artists like Kanye West or Jay-Z. They're no big deal to me. I don't really care much about them. Even 50 Cent, I don't really care. Eminem, I don't really care. It's because I'm not drawn to them. So the Japanese martial arts, there's no Japanese martial artist that I've ever seen in person or in video that has really caught my attention and really affected me to the point where I'm like, you know what, I really want to learn from this person. There's none at all. The only person that I really promote other than myself is pretty much Bruce Lee. I do have a few martial art friends that I've met. I promote their ways as well. But as far as famous people are concerned, I promote Bruce Lee, and his way. And obviously I promote my own way. But you look at it, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. Jiu-Jitsu is Japanese, so I don't really see, as soon as you say Jiu-Jitsu, it's a Japanese word, so to say Japanese Jiu-Jitsu doesn't make sense. That's like saying Chinese Wushu or Chinese Kung Fu. There's no need to say Chinese because when you say Kung Fu, when you say Wushu, you're already pointing towards that country. So when you say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, now it's like that's kind of like a name that they came up with to set it apart from the traditional Jiu-Jitsu. It's just a different brand name. And based on what this person has said, I'll say it like this, whoever created jiu-jitsu and that brand, there probably are no videos just demonstrating the effectiveness and proficiency of the founder of that brand. I know there's got to be different types of jiu-jitsus, not just, but whoever came up with jiu-jitsu, we probably do not visually see them. And that, to me, becomes a dilemma towards, like, becoming a loyal follower, because it's almost like, how do you know what you're following if you don't see it? Especially when it comes to something, you know, physical like martial art. You know, like, it's not like it's just wisdom, like the wisdom of Lao Tzu, or the wisdom of Buddha, or the wisdom of Socrates, where you're reading about the wisdom and the knowledge that they had to share. You're talking about somebody who's trying to say, hey, you know, I got this martial way that's extremely effective, and you should follow my way. And once again, you know, when you cannot see the founder's expression, I think there's a dilemma. With the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, even though I have no liking towards it, even though I don't promote it, even though, you know, it's something that is not for me, I would say at least the founder, the creator of that label, which might be the Gracie family, at least you could see them doing what they're doing. And that's what I talk about with Bruce Lee as well. When you're saying Bruce Lee's way or Jeet Kune Do, at least you see the founder in action and you see what he could do. But as far as Wing Chun is concerned, what do we see? Like the founder of Wing Chun, where do we see her? In any videos or anything? And that, to me, especially in modern times, I think tradition is dead. As far as like Wing Chun, Jiu-Jitsu, Karate, whatever these labels are, these traditional labels, Tai Chi, Chole Phut, every single style out there, traditional. Before the advent of any video, I really have very skeptical, because I want to see the founder of that label in action. We deserve that, especially with this technology that we have nowadays. And if there is no videos of the founder, of the creator of those labels, then why follow them when there's so many other people to follow that have direct evidence with technology today? There's so many great martial artists and fighters that you can learn from all over the world that are on videos. Why choose people where there are no videos and you don't even see what they could do? All you do is just believe, or you fantasize. And I don't agree to fantasy and following something that's not real. I agree to following something that's real. You know, so like, out of all the martial artists that I know of, out of all the fighters that I know of, I personally put Bruce Lee above all of them. And I say that he's the only one worth following. And if you don't follow him, then follow yourself. Follow your own way to kind of represent his teachings, his ways to the best of your ability. That's my opinion. Now, recognize other athletes that are really great at what they do, and I recommend them to be followed as well, according to what they have mastered. Like, I really like Floyd Mayweather, for example. Floyd Mayweather Jr. His boxing style and his way. Like, I recommend him. Even Muhammad Ali, I really liked Muhammad Ali, and so did Bruce Lee. You know what? The way that Muhammad Ali would box, I really liked it. And so did Bruce Lee. Mike Tyson, I would recommend Mike Tyson during the time of when he was young in his development, and also basically when he was boxing while Cus D'Amato was alive. I would recommend to learn from Mike Tyson during that time. But as soon as Cus D'Amato passed away, I wouldn't recommend to follow in the footsteps of Mike Tyson any longer, because he lost his spiritual groundedness at that moment. You know, somebody like Jet Li and what he's expressed in film, I do recommend Jet Li. You know, I recommend people that you can see, you know. But as far as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, the Gracie family, the Royce Gracie and all that, I personally am not impressed at all. That's just my opinion. You know, I know a lot of people will dislike me because they love that. But to me, I am entitled to my own opinion. If there's something that I don't like, I should be able to say that I don't like it. I should never be forced to like something that I don't like. Like, I just have absolutely no liking towards what they do. You know, it's to me, it's just, I mean, I'll just leave it at that. I strongly dislike it. Every single cage fighter, I don't like. Everything in the MMA, nothing to me appeals to me there. There's not one fighter that has stepped in a cage that has gained my respect and admiration. Not one. And none of the Gracie family, nothing coming out of karate impresses me. None of it. I'm just saying it like it is. You know, and I'm here to promote my own way, and I'm here to promote Bruce's way. Everybody else's way, they could go ahead and promote on their own. And I'm going to stick to my path. So, and that's just being honest about it. Even the Chinese ways, I mean, Wing Chun, I mean, I don't promote that. Even the Choi Li Fut, that's the style that I initially started off with. I don't promote that either. Hung Gar, I don't promote. Tai Chi, I don't promote. I don't promote none of that. I promote people that you can visually see on video. This is the founder. This is the label that he created. What is he capable of? Okay, take all that in and then decide for yourself whether or not this person is worth following. And to me, there's a lot that has to be done in order to gain my respect. I don't give away my respect, you know, and my admiration towards somebody so easily. I can easily say, hey, you know, I promote every single fighter that's ever made it to the UFC. I promote every single martial artist out there in this world. I promote this style and that style and every single style, and every style is so great. I mean, if that's the case, then essentially you have no opinion. You don't even exist, because you're just saying everything is effective, everything works, everything is perfect. When it's bullshit. You're just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have a self. I mean, your opinion doesn't matter because you have no opinion. You know, but as for me, it takes a lot for people to impress me. You know, I promote Usain Bolt and what he's accomplished. He's an amazing runner, and every single other runner might be good too, but he's still number one. I promote him. You know, and I'm so busy discovering more about myself and my creative ways, and I'm also so busy studying Bruce's ways, I have time for nothing else. I don't even have time for another Chinese martial art, much less a Japanese martial art or a Korean martial art or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, basically, people have their own superheroes. It's almost like we're all little children here. And one person's saying, well, my superhero is Royce Gracie. And another person's saying, well, my superhero is Soki Clark. You know, well, my superhero is GSP. Another person says, well, my superhero is Pacquiao. Another person says, well, my superhero is Jean-Claude Van Damme. Another person says, well, my superhero is Steven Seagal. Like, everybody's gonna have their own superhero and who they admire and all this other nonsense. And everybody can start debating on which superhero is better than which other superhero. And it's all childish. You know, I'm just saying, you know what, like, I'm kind of beyond this whole superhero thing. I'm looking at myself towards my own growth, towards my own development, trying to develop my own following, create my own brand. And I don't need to follow any superheroes out there anymore. I've become my own superhero. And I want to be an inspiration for other people. But if you force me to choose somebody to follow other than myself, then I'll say Bruce Lee. And I'll end it right there. There's really nobody else. You know, and that's just being honest. You know, so I'm not telling people, hey, you know, go learn from the Wing Chun instructor down the block. Even though I don't even know who the hell that person is. Or, oh, go learn from this karate instructor. Go learn from this BJJ instructor. Go learn from this Muay Thai instructor. It's like, who the hell are these people? Like, if you recommend somebody at least who has built a name for themselves, then that makes sense to me. You know what? Go watch Floyd Mayweather's boxing matches. Watch all of them. Go watch, you know, Muhammad Ali, his boxing matches. Watch all of them. Watch Mike Tyson. Learn from them. They are great masters. Learn from Michael Jordan and his move, you know, his basketball games. Learn from Usain Bolt. That makes sense to me. You know, and so people should already know what I'm promoting. Constantly I'm putting out videos out there, either promoting my way or Bruce's way. So for people to ask me questions about jiu-jitsu or Japanese martial arts, it doesn't really apply to me. You know, it really doesn't. It's just, it's putting me in a position where I'm just gonna offend a lot of people that practice certain art, and now everybody hates me because I don't promote what they do, and blah 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 blah. But it's like we live in a world of competition. It's like, even if, you know, it's a Chinese martial arts school, and I promote the Chinese martial arts school over my own school, and then all these people go to that Chinese martial arts school instead of my school, then I'm hurting myself. So why even promote something that's not even your own? If you got your own business, then you want to promote your own way over somebody else's, because that's just the way of business. You know what I mean? Like, just like Samsung makes phones, Apple makes phones, they're not promoting each other. Essentially, they're trying to put each other out of business. It has nothing to do with race. It's not about, hey, you know, it's Korea versus America. No, it's just, hey, you know, it's this brand versus that brand, and hey, you know, the strongest will survive. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense for me to promote a Japanese martial art, a Brazilian martial art, a Korean martial art, or even the Chinese martial art. Because if a person's going to a Wing Chun school rather than coming to my school, how is that helping me? Why should I promote Wing Chun? Why should I promote karate? I shouldn't. I shouldn't promote any of them. I should be promoting my own. That's the way of business. That's what makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But I promote Bruce Lee because I actually learned a lot from him. And I studied a lot of his ways, and he's representing truth to me. I promote Osho, not because I'm trying to make money from Osho, but because he's truly a great, wise Zen master. Just like the other day, I made a video talking about a punching bag that I bought. I started to promote the punching bag not because they were paying me money. They weren't paying me no money. But I promoted the punching bag because I liked the punching bag. But then like a day later, it broke down on me. And then I immediately updated the public, let them know that this punching bag is defective. I'll promote what I truly feel in my heart that is worth promoting. And unfortunately, for the people that love karate and jiu-jitsu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu and all that, unfortunately, honestly, I don't promote that at all. It's not in my heart. Sorry to say, but that's the truth. So I've found a way to find my own path in the martial arts. I don't need to depend on any other person to find a way for me. As for other people, they gotta find an instructor that they connect with, that goes beyond style. Just find somebody you connect with and learn from them. And that's all I can really recommend.